Somebody asked the question in the comments, why don't you accept money from companies that you love? If you love a company, if you truly believe in the company and or the product, why won't you accept money from them? That would be a good source of income. And I paraphrased. The reason I don't accept money from companies, even though I love some of them, even though I believe in their products, is because as an independent content creator, as an independent enthusiast who reviews items on the internet, I think that we have to hold ourselves to a higher standard than the large publications. What I mean by that is large publications and the journalists who work for them seem to get not grandfathered in, but they seem to get a pass. They seem to get afforded a certain level of trustability. That's not a word. Reliability. People believe them. People believe that there's going to be some separation between the reviewer and the money. And that is actually true because they have multiple departments who will deal with companies to run ads and the reviewer who is testing the equipment and writing about it or making a video about it. So in a sense, they do have justification to receive that added benefit because they have compartmentalization between the reviewer and the money people. As independent content creators, people automatically don't trust us because there are so many people who are either bad actors, ill-informed, or just they don't care. And then when that happens, when that's discovered, it becomes a huge story. The FTC gets involved, and that creates a really bad name for any content creator online. That name, they're an influencer. But I wish I had a boo button. Oh no, they're an influencer. That'll have to function as the boo button because I don't have one. We get labeled influencers. So we have to overcome that. And in order to do that, we have to become the most transparent individuals on the internet because I don't think that an average consumer ought to just trust us blindly. We have to prove to them on a daily basis, every single time we put out a piece of content, we need to demonstrate and illustrate and remind them why we are trustworthy. So because of that, we need to remove any potential conflicts of interest, and not even just the conflicts of interest. We need to remove any perceivable conflicts of interest. So if we know we can be impartial, even if we run ads for a microphone company, and then we go and review a microphone from that same company, that's fine. But I am not going to do it because there is still that perceivable conflict of interest. So that is why I don't accept money, because I am an independent content creator. Yes, it is a hobby, but I feel an obligation to demonstrate and live in a way that reminds people why they can trust me. Not only do I live in that way, but also I just say, hey, here is exactly what I hear. If I'm lying to you, you can hear it. I do the same test on every single microphone. You can hear the issues. If I am blowing smoke up your rear end, you're going to know it. Which is why I love reviewing microphones. It's really a no BS kind of game because I guess in the past when people reviewing mics didn't include the audio, they could just BS you. But when I am giving you all the audio that I am hearing, I can't BS you. So that's one way I do it, but then I also just remove any real relationship with the companies. It's why I don't go to these conferences. Would I enjoy it? Sure. But I don't want to bump elbows and rub shoulders with all these companies and become too friendly. This is just a fun hobby for me. I say that way too often, But I also don't want to deceive people. I don't want to be seduced by this lifestyle of I'm hanging out with these massive companies and then just get tricked into being unfairly positive towards them. So that's why I don't go to conferences. And when I say that, I also, a lot of the times I will get asked by companies, hey, do you want to come out to this conference? Can you come out to this conference? Let's set up a meeting. We'll bring you out. I don't want to. I'm not going to. So conflicts of interest. Independent content creators have to go above and beyond to prove to the audience why they should be trusted, while the legacy journalists, and I don't consider myself a journalist, but the legacy journalists, they have compartmentalization and they just get this automatic trust because the reputation of the entity they are working for. That reputation may not be as good anymore, but you get the point.